For those of you who do not know, this is the garage at my house. It's also where I've been since March, recording videos and sending them out to students in an effort for us all to try to get something of benefit from this crazy experience that we've endured. So I thought it was appropriate that I end up back here today doing the exact same thing one last time. Not just for us as a whole, but also especially for that class of 2020, for you seniors that are about to graduate. Because what I've been hearing for the last few weeks is, this is so strange. I know the year is ending, but it doesn't feel like it is. I need some form of closure. And so we're going to address that idea today. Before we do that, though, I want to make sure that we understand kind of how we got here. Well, 7 years ago, we started talking about developing a school culture by design and not by default. So a bunch of kids from Eastlake got together in a room by themselves, no adults, and said, how are we going to do this? And what they came up with was a statement of belief, a credo, if you will, that basically said that we are going to address 3 legitimate, universal needs that people have in an effort to make sure we're living up to our school motto. The credo is simple, that through intentional actions, we can create an environment where students and staff feel safe, feel appreciated, and feel loved. Now, the reason they did that was because they knew the backbone of what we were doing was this idea of wolf strong, pack strong, personal development in the service of others. In essence, Eastlake has always been this super unique place. I saw it when I arrived here for the first time in 2005. It was just different here. And what we didn't want to do is squash individuality. We wanted to push people to develop their talents and become the best that they could be, because we knew that if they did that, we'd be better as a school. Now, the way that you do that was really what we needed to understand. People will thrive in situations where they feel safe, they feel appreciated for who they are, and they feel loved. So that's what those kids push for. Now, fast forward, and what you've been doing, seniors, for the last 4 years, is living that credo, living that motto, understanding that idea of what WISPAS is. You get to be you. Do you, but do it with us, right? And we're going to celebrate you. Now, I know it's high school. It doesn't always work out that way. So let's take a look at what we're searching for right now, and it's that idea of closure. If we know that we had the best of intentions, but it doesn't always work out that way, then let's talk about how we get closure. It's to look back at those intentions. It's to look honestly and objectively back at those actions and those experiences and evaluate. What was it that we did that benefited us and others? What was it that worked and didn't? And what are we going to take with us from those experiences into the rest of the world, into the rest of our lives from here on out? And it's simple. If we look at it objectively, we know. We put a cap on it and we go. But it's tough being objective. It's difficult being honest. Trust me, I know. As a teacher, 25 years almost in this business, I can tell you that my perspective has been honed down to 2 things. I feel like I have an immediate job and a long-term job. My immediate job is, how do I get you to be fully functional in this space for 4 years while you're here? How do I make it the greatest experience that you can have so that when you're done, you will have had an opportunity to grow and thrive? At the same time, there's a longevity to this, which says also those principles that make you successful right now are going to be expanded so that you can take those same principles with you into the rest of your life and not only make yourself successful, but benefit other people because of it. So that we're not wasting any time, that you go, oh, well, everything I learned in school was just to make me good at a GPA or to score high on a standardized test or to flourish in my APs. And the reality is that's not what any of it is. And you're witnessing that right now. The people who have invested in those sorts of things solely and only are the ones that are struggling right now the most, because none of those things keep you warm at night during the COVID closure. It's really about investing in relationships and people and experiences and developing yourself so that you feel good about where you're at. Look back over the last few years and ask yourselves, what are those moments for you? What can you grab from those moments, stick them in your pockets, carry those with you, and put a lid on the rest of that stuff, file it back, and say, I know what I went through, this is who I am now, and this is who I want to be, and I'm on my way. An old saying about that. If we want that, then you have to do this like crazy right now. And that's all I'm saying. You know who you want to be. You know who you are. If those are accurate, then you know what to do next. Your teachers have provided those things for you. Your friends have helped. Your parents have helped. And now this experience that you've had in high school at Eastlake has also hopefully helped. Because what we're seeing right now is the real difference in experience in the American high school. You're going to go away next year, a lot of you, and you're going to meet people that absolutely despised high school. And the number one reason why is because there was no intentionality behind their experience. Because a lot of people wait, like I did, until the last semester of their senior year, and now I'm really going to make something of it. Or I'm really going to make something of it now that we're on top. And what's been encouraged this entire time that you've been here is for you to make the most of every moment. And what you're experiencing now is, frustration, and yes, sadness, and yes, disappointment. And you can feel cheated and robbed and all those other things. But the angriest people are the ones who waited. And now we're left with no opportunity whatsoever inside the building to expand on those experiences. But you didn't do that. You've been through 4 years of intentional experiences. And what we have now is where you are now. You know everything you need to know. You have those life lessons, those experiences. Now you just need to expand on them. Look back at them. What did they mean to you? What did you like about it? What did you not like? What are you going to change the next time? Because that's what closure is. It's reflection. Know where you're coming from. Know what you're carrying with you. And I'm going to tell you, whether you understood that or not at the time, what you're carrying with you is this understanding that all people want the same things, regardless of where they live, what they look like, or what they do. Everybody wants the same thing. They want love and acceptance and safety so they can thrive and feel like life is theirs, something they can capitalize on, make the most of. And you also understand the value of being useful. And it's all in the credo. And it's all in that idea of personal development in the service of others. It's through intentional actions. You can create an environment where people feel safe, feel appreciated, and loved. This is Eastlake. This is home. This is family. Wolf strong, pack strong. You already know everything you need to know. Now let's go do it. And remember this. Eastlake will never be the building that we occupied. It will always be the spirit of people who made it what it was while we were there. I love you. Best of luck to the class of 2020. You guys are amazing. We'll always have this crazy shared experience, but let's not stop there. The world is in need of great change, and you are going to be great change agents. I love you. Go Wolves.